After the latest Nintendo Direct, we now know everything that we're ever gonna know about the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming out December 7th. This game is gonna be $60 at launch, plus $25 for the Fighter Pass if you wanna get all the DLCs. For this game, if I were to get it, I would have to buy the Switch. So this is gonna come up, it's gonna be approaching $400. Is this worth it? Is this game different enough from the Wii U, Smash Bros, from even Brawl, to justify spending $400 on it?
All right, well, I have a few thoughts on this.
Let's hear them.
Nintendo has made a lot of smaller tweaks to the way the game plays, which I think people who are big Smash Bros. Fans will appreciate. For example, in all the games you can dodge. It's like a classic evasion maneuver, which a lot of people abuse. In this game, if you dodge too much, you run out of dodge, so you like sort of lose the stamina. So they've done a lot of little things like that to make it a better game experience for everyone.
Okay.
Similarly, but a little more fun, when you get the final kill on someone, it'll sort of go into slow motion and really blow that out, so you really feel the impact of winning the match.
Okay.
So these little touches. On top of that, this is the biggest roster ever. You've got 75 characters. Beyond Smash Bros, at this point, the Nintendo Switch has a ton of great games in its library. So that's going to cost more, but you're not just buying a $300 Super Smash Bros. Machine. Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game, which is incredible. Super Mario Odyssey, an amazing game. Mario Kart 8, incredible game. They just came out with Mario Party. There's a lot going on the Switch, and if this is the game that convinces a lot more people to buy the Switch, I think that's a good thing.
Basically, every single thing that you just listed, if I owned a different Nintendo console, I can still play at least some version of them.
Some variation.
Are all the things you just listed different enough where it matters?
Yes, I think so.
Yes?
I think Zelda is like the best example, where they really took it to a new level. It's
That's
an
true.
open world. It's an incredible experience. I mean, that's the thing about Nintendo, is that they really put their heart and soul into all of these first-party games.
Right.
I think saying like, "Oh, I have one Zelda game," is sort of like a false equivalent. It's like if you've like eaten one burger at one restaurant and you're like, I don't need to go to any other burger spots. Nintendo announced 3 new characters. The first one, out of the box, Ken from Street Fighter. This is an echo of Ryu, which means that it's not a totally new character. It's basically a new skin with a few different moves.
He's just sort of a faster Ryu with blonde hair. But then they also announced Incineroar from Pokemon Sun and Moon. He's apparently going to be more of like a throwdown wrestler type fighter, which sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, he sort of materializes like the wrestling ring rope, and then you can like toss your enemy against it and pile drive them, that whole thing.
That sounds awesome.
And finally, the third new character, who won't actually be available when the game comes out, but soon afterwards.
Got it.
Piranha Plant, which, if you don't know, is a pretty minor villain from the Mario games.
Yeah, he's the pipe bandit.
Yes. He's going to sort of hop around and bite people. It's exciting, but I think also it's a little disappointing for anyone who was hoping for Waluigi. When they revealed him, they sort of showed like Mario and Luigi,
right?
Sort of perplexed, looking for a new character, and I was like, yeah, that's Waluigi.
It's
and
gonna
then
be it.
It was just a plant.
Yeah,
but it's still cool.
No, it's a pretty cool, and it's cool that it's like one of the oldest Mario characters. Basically, since the beginning of Mario, this guy has been in the background trying to nip at your feet.
To get this character, you need to pre-order the game.
Right.
Which seems a little weird. So if you just buy the game at launch, you don't get Piranha Plants. Maybe you get them later.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll be a DLC. Speaking of DLCs, the Fighter Pass will be available for download.
Nintendo plans to release 5 extra characters after the game comes out within a year.
Okay.
They haven't started on any of them. They haven't developed them. They haven't even decided. At least they claim they haven't decided who they're going to be.
Okay.
They're going to make 5 extra characters. Each character will come with a new stage and a new song that goes from that game. Each character will cost $6 when it comes out. However, you can pay $25 right now without any idea who it's going to be, and then you'll get all of them as they come out over the course of the year.
Got it. So you'll save about $5 if you just shell out for the whole Fighter Pass package. They also announced something called Spirits, which seems interesting.
I wouldn't go that far necessarily. It's definitely something. You cultivate these other characters, a lot of other fighters from the game, their power-ups.
Right, and you have to like feed them snacks and stuff
too,
right?
It's a little bit of everything, and I'm not sure anyone's gonna really care about this.
Yeah, it's sort of like a bunch of Tamagotchis that you have to take care of, and it's in place of trophies. Is that correct?
Which, I mean, no one really cared about trophies.
Right.
So this is a step up. But I think everyone will ignore this in the same way they ignored trophies.
Could be for more like casual gamers who aren't as great at fighting games, but like the idea of like collecting, sort of like an Animal Crossing type style, like more collecting and taking care of, as opposed to like mashing buttons. And do we think this is going to sway more towards like tournament play is going to be insane and it's going to be awesome because there's so much more, it's so much more dynamic? Or do we think that it's just really big so any casual gamer can play?
The Switch is Nintendo's most popular console since the Wii, so there's a ton of casual gamers out there who are going to check it out. Will it supplant Melee as the tournament game of choice? Tough to say. I think this is probably the closest Nintendo has come. But I'm not convinced, and the whole tournament scene is like a whole nother beast. Nintendo doesn't really even have control over that, so I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
Maybe. What is the online going to be like in this game?
I think the most important thing is just, it's going to work. Nintendo's really struggled with online in the past.
Right. I mean, I used to play Brawl online, and that was a nightmare.
It was laggy.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate plus the Nintendo Switch worth $400.
Yes, with the caveat that you have to then go play other games too.
Right. You can't just play Ultimate.
I mean, you can. I'm not going to stop you. You're really going to get your money's worth once you check out the really impressive library Nintendo's built up of both first-party and third-party games.
December 7th, the game's coming out. Buy it if you have $60 plus $25 plus $300 for a Switch. If you got it, it sounds like it's worth it. Final thoughts, who's your character going to be of choice when the game comes out?
I'm very interested in Incineroar after today. I'm also pretty curious about Ridley. In the last game I played Charizard. What about you?
Since the Nintendo 64 Smash, have been a NES boy for life.
Okay, all right. See you in the next video.
See ya in the next video. We're eating burgers.